What's up, college football fans? Don't forget to check out and order your copy of Stiff Arming Football Myths, our latest football game plan book. So go on our website at footballgameplan.com/books and get your copy. We have these available in paperback as well as in PDF form. Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bring you our preview of the 2015 Buffalo Wild Wings Citrus Bowl between the Minnesota Golden Gophers and the Missouri Tigers. Now let's take a look at some coaching points for both teams in this matchup, starting with Missouri.
For Missouri in this ball game, the biggest matchup I'm going to be interested in seeing is their strong side linebacker Donovan Newsom versus the outstanding tight end Max Williams. Williams is the guy that's a matchup nightmare, and Newsom will have to win that battle more often than not. And Shane Ray, their talented defensive end, their outstanding pass rusher, how well can he defend the running game with the Golden Gophers? Because you know you're going to see that more often than not in this ball game. The Gophers are 70% run, and Ray will have to own the line of scrimmage in order to have success. And if I'm Missouri on offense, I would make it a track meet. Force Minnesota to match your tempo, to match your pace, and try to take advantage of your athletes versus their athletes in space. So if I'm Missouri, I would make it a track meet versus the Gophers. And for the Gophers in this ball game, it's about communicating in the secondary. They're probably going to have many different coverages that they're going to throw at Missouri, and a lot of it probably will involve passing guys off throughout the secondary. So it's important that they're able to communicate on the back end. And they can't get reached in the running game. They have to set the edge and force Missouri to play downhill and not the outside zone game or the stretch game that they would love to run. And inside the red zone, it's all about owning the red zone. If you're the Gophers, you're a ball control offense. So when you get inside the 20, it's about maximizing your possessions and being able to put points on the board, whether that's 7 or 3. The Gophers have to own the red zone versus Missouri. The biggest X factor in this ball game for Missouri will be the play of their linebackers. You look at guys like Donovan Newsom, Michael Scherer, and Kentrell Brothers. Those guys will see a lot of David Cobb, a lot of that ground game coming from Minnesota, and they have to be able to meet it at or behind the line of scrimmage. And for Minnesota, it's going to be that offensive line. This is a group that's led by Tommy Olson, the center, 6'4", 306, and they're big up front. Left guard, Zach Epping, another guy that's very talented and athletic at 6'2", 318. If they can lean on that defensive front of Missouri and force those guys to be run defenders instead of getting after the quarterback, it bodes well for their chances of knocking off the Tigers in this bowl game. Now here are some 2015 draft prospects you want to keep an eye on in this ball game, and two of the top guys are underclassmen. Shane Ray Jr., the defensive end for Missouri, and tight end Max Williams, the redshirt sophomore for Minnesota. Both guys, in my opinion, are top 50 type players, and when you look at them going into the draft, they probably will go within the first 2 rounds. David Cobb is another guy that I really like, 5'11", 225. Doesn't wow you in any area, but is very consistent, and that's all you can ask for at the next level. Running back Brock Olivo was an excellent player for the Missouri Tigers from 1994 to 1997. And Olivo left Missouri as the school's all-time leading rusher and touchdown leader. And as a senior, he also took home the Moisey Tupu Award, which was given to the nation's top special teamer. Tyrone Carter was a tremendous athlete who came into Minnesota as a running back but switched to defensive back as a freshman and went on to become a 2-time first-team All-American and All-Big Ten performer. And as a senior, Carter took home the Jim Thorpe Award, which is given to the nation's top defensive back. In the 96 Citrus Bowl, Tennessee took on Ohio State, and this was a matchup between 2 top 5 teams, as the Volunteers defense was able to keep Heisman Trophy winning tailback Eddie George and the rest of that Ohio State offense in check, winning the ball game 20-14. Missouri and Navy came into the 1961 Orange Bowl ranked in the top 5, and Missouri's defense was a big reason why they were undefeated at 10-0 as they completely shut down Heisman winner Joe Bellino as quarterback Ronnie Taylor led the Tigers to a 21-14 victory. After going scoreless in the first quarter, Minnesota and Oregon turned into a high-scoring classic in the 2003 Sun Bowl. The Gophers had an issue covering the Ducks wide receiver Sammy Parker, who had over 200 yards receiving that day, but the Ducks also couldn't stop the Gophers' ground attack led by Thomas Tapei as Minnesota got a last-minute field goal from Reese Lloyd to win 31-30. I like Minnesota in this ball game. I'm just a big fan of how they play football. They dominate both sides of the line of scrimmage, and I believe in this ball game versus Missouri, they'll take their greatest strength, which is getting after the quarterback, and make it their biggest weakness. They'll run the football downhill, control the line of scrimmage on the offensive side, and on defense, I think they'll be able to get pressure on Matty Malk and that Tigers offense, slowing down what they want to do offensively. I like the Gophers to win the 2015 Citrus Bowl.